with Hale, the founder, the creator of Valkyrie's Fire. We are here at the Canal Club in Richmond, Virginia, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what inspired you to come up with the concept for Valkyrie's Fire originally.
To be honest with you, it kind of was just a brainchild. You know, I was sitting around, honestly, like all other bands do, looking for something that's unique, trying to find something that, you know, nobody else has. And honestly, Nordic themes have always been something cool for me and have fit well for me. I feel like it's something that matches with me, you know, and my inner soul, I guess. Valkyries obviously are a huge part of that, you know. And then I thought to myself, with the fire theme, fire's cool. Everybody loves fire, you know. And I thought of the Valkyries flying down, you know, to pick up the fallen warriors on the battlefield through the fire. Right. And about Valkyrie's Fire worked. Nobody else had it, and that's how it came to be.
I'm here with the beautiful, the amazing, the stunning, the queen, Betty, mother freaking Floyd, you guys. I don't know if you guys know, but I cosplayed as this queen just a few months ago. Clearly did not do her justice. She's here in the flesh. That's not true. So true. You have been training pretty much your whole life to be on the stage. What does it feel like to be living your dream?
It feels unreal, but amazing and exciting. Also very scary. Like, it's a whole roller coaster of emotions right now, but good ones mostly. Yes.
Adam, thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Thank you for having me.
How excited are you about this gig today?
I'm excited for every gig.
Are you? Equally?
Yeah, for the most part. When it comes to showtime, I just sort of pace around and walk around like, I just want to get up there.
Has any gig ever rattled you?
Not particularly. Prior to being a singer, I was an instrumentalist for years and years and years. So I'd had plenty of performances. So after a certain point, I was like, yeah, it's another performance.
What was your favorite instrument to play?
Oh, that's tough. I've always been partial to the euphonium.
What's the euphonium?
Yeah, I was also a trombonist and tubist for a while.
Wow. What is your favorite thing about being in the band with these lovely people?
They're just so creative. First of all, they're really good people. Like, outside of music, just as far as like being humans go, they're just really beautiful hearts. So that's very enriching. And then as far as the music goes, it's just such a complex, rich, theoretical music that you can really get lost in. And as a classical musician, that's sort of my bread and butter. So it's really fun to dive into that.
How hard was it for you to integrate into the band after they were already kind of established and you came in a little bit later?
That's a great question. It wasn't as tricky as I thought it would be, but it's the music, like I said, is very technical. So it's taken me a long time to like build all the repertoire. So for me, there was a little self-consciousness about the speed at which I was able to sort of get on board. But the band has been so chill about it.
How excited are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
A 10.
A 10! Yay!
Why not?
What would you say was the most high-pressure show that you have had to perform at so far?
It's an interesting question. We played at the Legions of Metal last year, and that was definitely a bigger show just because there was a lot of people that we haven't really seen before. But for the most part, they were all pretty fun. So I always have a good time playing. So
you seem like you're having a good time all the time.
Try to maintain, composure.
You look great.
Yes.
Ryan, do you mind telling the good people what you do in the band?
I'm Ryan. I am the drummer in the band. I do some vocals as well, some harsh vocals.
Singing drummer.
We're doing some harmonies in the future, yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Is that hard?
Learn each thing separately. I think once one of them is muscle memory, you can make the other one muscle memory and combine them. I think it's fun.
I think it's fun too, and you're great at it. I've seen live performances.
I appreciate it.
You're doing great. You've hit a lot of milestones just in the last year.
Yes.
In the last couple of years, but big ones in 2025.
Sure.
I just want to know, which are you most proud of?
Oh boy, that's a tough question. It's like, I guess if I don't say one thing, I'm not like 100% proud of it, but the other one, if I do, that's kind of a trick question. It's a loaded question.
Cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop, I guess, honestly, would be that we've been able to play festivals and headline festivals all within the same year, which is really cool. It's something that we didn't expect here in the U.S. Our largest fan base, obviously, is in South America and in Europe. Those two combined. The United States is a little bit harder market to break through when you're doing symphonic power metal. It just has always been that way. Nashville is even harder because it's the home of country music, so it's very, very different. So being able to get that exposure to be noticed by those festival promoters and founders has been really, really cool. And so for me, that's just something that really means a lot. When you get other bands that say, yeah, I've heard of Valkyrie's Fire, and they're from Europe, it's like, what? You know? And then other bands here in the United States, it's the same way that we play in festivals with. And for being such a young band, that's a huge accomplishment and something I'm definitely most proud of.
Speaking of women in metal, you know how hard it can be for a young girl that is aspiring to become a musician in any capacity, looking up at this big male-dominated space. So my question to you is, what message do you have to young girls or women who are just getting started on their musical journey?
That is a super, super, super good question. I love it. Just don't give up is the biggest thing. There were times that I thought about giving up. I always wanted to be a singer, but it's hard. You have to really put yourself out there. You have to really know what you want and go for it with all that you have. And there are times you want to quit. And when you think that you want to quit is when you want to push even harder, because that's when you're on the precipice of actually getting there.
Wow. I have chills.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God. You've credited some pretty amazing women in metal for inspiring you along your journey. What current artists in the metal scene are you listening to that are keeping you inspired on your journey?
Oh, goodness. I actually still mostly listen to the same people, but I've added a few to my repertoire, I think. I've recently picked up on Spirit Box.
Love.
Yes.
Love. Another blue hair baddie.
Yeah, right? Just amazing vocals.
Yeah.
And girl power all the way. I still listen to Nightwish.
Of course.
I still listen to Tarja, who has a new album coming out that I'm excited about. She was the first singer of Nightwish, in case you're not familiar.
What artists are you currently listening to?
Man, I actually listen to a lot of R&B. My favorite symphonic metal is Within Temptation, but lately I've been listening to SZA. I love Glass Animals. I'm all over the place with music. Bach. And then Tool is always one of my go-tos. Yes, so good. Oh my God. So yeah, those are some of my favorites.
Amazing. Who are you currently listening to?
Who am I currently listening to? Oh, goodness. What am I not listening to? Of course, I'm wearing a Children of Bodom shirt. I've listened to a lot of them as of late. Of course, always been into Shadowberries and Sonata Arctica and Avantasia. So those are on heavy rotation almost all the time for me.
Who are you currently listening to?
It's a good question. You know, I'm a perennial fan of classical music, actually. So a lot of the classics.
It's respectable.
Yes.
Who are your favorite
We're a classic band.
It's true.
Yeah, I like Beethoven a lot. I like Debussy. I like.
Oh, you like the emotional guy.
Yeah. I'm a big Bach fan as well. So
I do love Bach.
it all depends on the day and the mood. And then I'm a big fan of like a lot of metalcore music. Whatever's on, I at least try to think of it like in an analytical way and try to like understand like what is making this music good, what's making other people like it. And even if I'm not a huge fan of it, I still want to understand what is happening in the music and why it's good.
That's such a musician answer.
I know.
I feel the same way.
Right.
I can find appreciation in almost everything.
Exactly. You know, it's like being a chef because, you know, you may not like every food out there, but you got to offer all the foods to people because everybody's got different tastes.
Who are you currently listening to?
Oh, essentially, eternally.
Fancy word.
Essentially, who I'm always listening to. Dream Theater, okay, Coheed and Cambria.
Oh, yeah.
Mariana's Trench.
Oh.
They're a Canadian pop band,
Yeah.
but if you listen to all their albums, it's like a rock opera. Every album is connected to the previous one. It's progressive
Nerd
pop
metal
rock
shit.
masterpiece. It's not even, there's no metal in it, but I'm telling you, if we could produce an album with Josh Ramsey of Mariana's Trench, 604 Studios, I think it's in Vancouver, it might be Toronto. I think it will be amazing. He's a genius.
It will be amazing when it happens.
When it happens.
When it happens.
You heard it here first, folks.
What would you say is the best thing about being on tour with your friends?
You know, simply enjoying being on the road with people I know I get along with. Because, you know, you're in a car for a long time or a bus, whatever you got.
For sure.
So, yeah, it's nice knowing that I can ride a vehicle with people I like And obviously performing is the best part of the whole thing.
It is. I agree. What's the worst part?
The worst part? Joey, our guitarist, and I were actually talking about this, and he said something that I'm going to steal from him, which I think is pretty poignant.
Yeah.
It's having to go to the bathroom at a venue.
Oh.
Because you just don't know what you're going to get.
I thought you were going to say farting in the van.
No.
That's not the worst part. It's the venue bathrooms.
Yeah. Some are better than others.
Oh, okay. What's the best thing about being on tour with your friends?
There's a lot of interesting life experiences that happen while you're on tour that you really wouldn't get to experience otherwise. You get to go places, you get to meet a lot of people. Everybody's super accommodating to you. It's just a way different thing than you really would experience doing anything else in your life.
That is true. That is true. I didn't think about it from that perspective. I was thinking, the conflict between the people and going to the venue, and then somebody said shitty bathrooms.
I highly agree, but this place has a lovely bathroom, but shitty bathrooms.
Shitty bathrooms is the worst part,
Yeah.
I'm sure. What would you say is the best thing about being on tour with your friends?
Oh man, just getting to hang out with people, like-minded people. Not a lot of my friends are into the same stuff as I am, especially musically. I don't know, it's just nice to be around people. It's nice to be around nice people.
What's the worst or hardest thing about being on tour?
I mean, being away from my family, probably. I've got kids and wife at home. I miss them.
That is tough. Do they think that what you're doing is super cool, though?
Oh, yeah. And my daughter is 3. Anytime she sees a drummer,
Oh, Dada!
no, that's not Dada, but this one is, and I show her a video of me. And I have a little 8-month-old, and I've already got him. I'm, making him drum along and stuff. And my nephew lives with me, and he plays our music on his Alexa. Yeah.
Do you have little tiny drum sets for the kids?
I do have a small drum set in the hallway upstairs, yeah.
You have been adding members as time has been going on.
Yeah.
Would you say you're at the final lineup?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I wanted a keyboardist from the very beginning, and so I initially found the other musicians before we started the band. But the keyboardist, we knew we would just kind of go along until the right one came along. Joey had a lot to do with that as well, too, because they work hand in hand together. And so for Joey, it meant a lot to him to find the right person.
Right.
It took a little extra time, but it took me 3 years to find the original lineup, the original band members, and then another 2 years to find Salem. So, yes, we're at the final lineup. We get along great. We work great together. We play well together. We have a lot of fun together.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels wonderful. That was part of the reason that I took my time, honestly, finding our lineup of musicians. So.
Yeah. Chemistry is so important, and it's not something you can teach between each other. So
Right. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
incredible for you guys that you found that with such a big group of people, too.
Yeah, 100%. It wasn't the easiest process.
I'm sure.
There were many nights that were long, and I wondered if it would actually ever happen. But yeah, it finally did. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
My last question for you, my friend, is what would be your dream collaboration? I already know the answer.
I have a lot of dream collaborations, actually. Big one would, of course, be Tarja for Nightwish. Of course, I could not. I think I would pass out if that ever happened. Another one, it's a fun one. I would love to collab with Devin Townsend. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yes.
Hopefully you have.
Yes.
I love him. He's an amazing vocalist. So, Devin or Tarja, please. Collab.
Love it. Let's say, it's a hypothetical.
Okay.
Let's say money and the size of the venue wasn't a factor. What would your dream Valkyrie's Fire show look like from a stage perspective?
Whoa. Great question. I love that question, honestly. You should definitely ask more bands that question,
Okay,
too.
got it,
I'm interested in
got it.
hearing everybody's answer on that.
Right?
For us, playing European festivals has always been our goal. It is our goal. It always will be. We're going to get there very soon.
you are.
I know we are.
Manifesting.
Yes, exactly. So with that being said, typical stage setup for us would be absolutely it's got to have fire. I mean, you got to have pyro. Come on, it's in the name. Exactly. Big, huge backdrop. A multi-tiered stage, I think would be very, very cool. Some Norse mythology built into that stage persona. One of the great stage setups that I really like is by a band called Powerwolf from Germany.
Yep.
If you ever watch some of their videos, they're just epic and grandiose. That'd be my dream
I see the
stage.
vision.
So yeah, so playing some of those European festivals like Wacken, for instance,
Yep.
Hellfest, things like that. That's definitely where we want to be, and those kind of stages, that size of a stage as well too.
What would be your dream venue or gig?
I think that's a really good question. Oh my god, that's such a big question for me.
Think about it.
Actually, I think that I'd really like to play Vakken, so that would be fun. Yeah.
What is your dream venue or gig?
Well, Bakken, of course, would be the obvious one for a band of our style.
You're not the first person to say that.
Yeah. But there are plenty of other ones too, like Tuska Open Air in Finland would be one I'd love to perform at. I've been there before. Wembley Stadium would be pretty cool. I know it's not much for metal, it's more for like arena rock or that sort of thing.
It's pretty dope though.
Yeah.
Dream venue or gig? Festival, amphitheater, dream.
Oh, wow. Really, any show I play is my favorite show.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's
Joey
right,
loves
that's right.
every show equally. He's having the best time of his life every day you see him.
Exactly. We're open opportunity show enjoyers.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful indeed.
Your dream venue or gig? Can be a festival, an amphitheater.
Oh man, I would just love to play Vakken. Really. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to
You
play
and
that?
everybody in this band,
I
apparently.
can pick something that, we were in that battle last month, and I mean, it makes you think like we could do that,
We were right there.
Actually, you know what? I would like to play Carnegie Hall, and I would like to have an actual symphony with our music. We actually have symphonic elements are going to be more and more incorporated as we progress in our journey. And I would love to play with a symphony behind us on stage. I have a symphony background, percussion, marching, concert, busting. I've done it. I've sang in the symphony choirs, and man, having that in front of you is huge. Wow. Emotional.
Great answer. What would you say are some audience do's and don'ts if you could educate future viewers?
That's a really good question. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is I would say, like, maybe don't, like, touch hands-on the performers unless they seem like they're actively inviting that. So, yeah, like, unless they're, like, reaching out to you, I would say maybe, like, keep the hands off. Do's is, like, singing along, dancing. We love the dancing and the moshing. Feeling yourself, like, letting yourself do whatever the music calls you to do. You know what I mean?
For sure. What are some audience do's and don'ts if you could educate attendees of your show?
Dudes are obvious, come to the show, have a great time, rock out, headbang, dance, maybe don't, depending on the place, don't take off your pants.
Don't take off your pants.
Yeah.
Don't take off your pants.
There's a lot depending on that one, but for the most part.
You've got a lot on the horizon this year. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
What can your fans expect to see out of Valkyrie's Fire throughout the rest of 2026? What
Sure.
tea can you spill?
One thing I will tell you is that we obviously, we have a new album coming.
I do.
We haven't announced the official announcement date yet, but I will tell you it's already set in stone, and it's going to be September of this year.
Yes.
So I can tell you that much.
We did it, you guys.
Yes. So you heard it here first. I'll give you the exact date here pretty soon.
Okay.
Probably within the next couple of weeks.
Sounds
To
great.
be truthful. We've got a great song. The singles that are coming up. First music video is going to happen in June off the new album, so that's something you can expect as well. It's going to be pretty awesome. May even have a couple surprises in that video for you. And for our fans, definitely will. Yeah, you should look forward to that. So that much I can say. We have some more festivals coming up. We're headlining the Southwest Power Fest Day 1 again this year. We're doing that with Lycanthro. They're from Canada, so we're going to be playing with them. They're headlining Day 2. We've got more shows on the horizon, opening up for Psycho Stick, Aaron Fink with Breaking Benjamin, doing a tour in the Northeast coming up soon. We're about to announce. So yeah,
Great thing.
big exciting year. Yeah, we are staying very busy, very very busy.
And it's only March.
Yeah, it's only more.
You're on your way, my
Yeah,
friend.
absolutely.
I'm so
I
happy
believe
for you
it.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for letting
Appreciate
me do this.
it. Absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you, Laila.
Brian, thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Let's get our picture.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. We did it.
This would have been a great backing track. Welcome to Melodie.
Bye.